Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The mic, boy, 51. Got 21. Watch the screen. Slam.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion in Alabama, gets in for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Ryan. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, Ryan. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
You ain't going nowhere.
A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Hey, South.
They'll throw on first down to Bryant. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike 58, right there. Right here.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
39.
Now Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey, 59. 24. Check 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
After the interception, here's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
20, get up.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Move. Hey, we got 3 down. Hey, free players.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Ryan. This is caught. It's Cooks. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Ryan. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll fire one in zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to launch this thing. He's got him in, complete. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyreek Hill taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
First down, Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jarran Reed able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
from the 41. Watson, and going deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
19. He's moving. He's moving, boys. He's moving. Check 50. Check 50. Alert.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Room here to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 28 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a give coming right is Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check tight. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, 59. Joker.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 12, Watson stepping up. The ball is out. Watson lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go, great. Hey, Mike 51.
The first throw for the backup Foles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's what I do. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, 31!
On 2nd and 9, Watson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So that'll back him up 5.
19, 26, 65, 65, 65. Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 51 to 9.
To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Breida, he'll try the right side. Gets through, and now an opening. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Matt Breida, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Let's get it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, you're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Go, go, go. Go, go, now.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
To throw is Ryan. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Anthony Miller there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's Watson. And going deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Back 25, 11. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check, look it up.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Philip Lindsey ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Watson. Now he's forced out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Watch the shot. Watch twist, watch 29. Twist. Hey, 59.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Breida. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike,
they will indeed snap it to Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Ryan. He gets it to Cooks. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Hey, watch it.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they...
Going big, going big. Everybody already know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everybody already know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a fine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray fans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, man. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucy. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, no he all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no farming. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.